Thanks very much, Scott. Very pleased to be joined by the Prime Minister of Canada, the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau from Kingston. Prime Minister, just before we touch on the Tragically Hip, your connection to the music, to the band, we're here in Rio. The Olympics offer up a wonderful window to our country, Canada. What are you feeling? What are you seeing from Rio?
Listen, I'm just seeing an extraordinary outpouring of support for our extraordinary team from right across the country. I've been watching, I've been cheering. Obviously, the Canadian women been doing so well, but through the second half of the games, Canadian men put themselves on the map as well. All week, I've been wishing I was down in Rio, but tonight I'm glad I'm here in Kingston instead.
You know, it's a day we share right across the country, a day like today, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about September the 28th and why it means so much to me. I was at the Olympic Games in Australia in 2000. September 28th is the day your dad died, and when I was a little boy in Whitehorse, Yukon, I listened on the CBC, a transistor radio, to your father win the Liberal nomination. It was one of the most exciting things I've ever experienced. Trudeau-mania, you're probably tired of hearing how wonderful the impact was on people like me. Just Society really shaped and influenced my life, and September 28th is also another great day of sharing. It was the day Paul Henderson scored the biggest goal in our hockey history. So every September 28th since 2000, I think of your dad, I think of hockey, and it's a mood of celebration, of reflection. In other words, a day like today. So what are you thinking about today?
You know what, speaking of Paul Henderson, makes me think of that great Hip lyric, we all squeezed the stick, we all pulled the trigger. You know, there's so much to celebrate tonight. There's mixed feelings for sure for me. I don't know whether we're just saying goodbye to Gord, or whether we're celebrating him, or whether we're honoring him, or whether we're celebrating Canada. All those things I think are folding in together. But this is a moment that really is going to be extremely powerful for all Canadians, I know.
This T-shirt I'm wearing, and I love yours, I picked up at the Victoria show number 1. So you can just imagine the feeling when they came on stage and when they opened with Boots or Hearts. That was the first song, and everybody's curious about tonight and the last song and the whole thing. What is it about the Tragically Hip that resonates with Canadians?
Well, you know, when I was in high school and university, and they were playing on campus, and we were just sort of celebrating them as our local band, I think a lot of Canadians would think, oh, you know, it'd be great if they make it big in the United States, because then everyone will see how great they are. And, you know, in the back of our minds, we were always saying, oh, at one point they're going to break through internationally, and it was always sort of too bad they didn't. But tonight I'm thinking, you know what? I'm so glad they're all ours. I'm so glad. Yes, they have fans all around the world, and lots of them, but they really remain so anchored in Canada in so many ways. Their lyrics, their sense of place, the sound, the vibe, the feel. This is, you know, something that is a piece of the extraordinarily multi-layered definition of Canada we try and give ourselves. And Gord and the Tragically Hip are an inevitable and essential part of what we are and who we are as a country. And tonight we get to say thanks, and we get to celebrate that.
Prime Minister, really appreciate it. Enjoy the show.
I certainly shall. Thank you, everyone.